They say the chrysalis that the butterfly is in is the most transparent the day before the butterfly emerges. Considering my whole journey has been a reflection of that process, I see no reason why this day before this challenge ends should be any different. So today's video is just going to be transparent. I'm just going to be sharing what has happened in this whole journey and all that has unfolded. I woke up this morning just staring out my window, and I asked myself the question that I've been asking a lot. How did I get here? How did I get from that broken girl 17 years ago to this one who was woken up full of life and full of love and full of hope? I don't have an answer to that. I don't have an answer to that whole journey itself. I can tell you when I said yes to this whole challenge, but how many yeses did I say to lead me to that yes? I don't know. But everything has held a purpose. And everything that has happened my whole life has led me up to this morning. And will lead me up to tomorrow when I emerge and I have wings. It's all played a role. You know, it's funny because I just said this yes for this whole challenge just out of frustration. I was just so exhausted from just caring about my body. From just the insignificant things that were controlling me. And I can see things that were leading up to that. I can see moments that led up to that August 19th decision. Things I wrote in my journal. I think the boldest statement I made was on July 29th of this year, when I had some time before breakfast and God told me to grab my mirror and take a hammer to it. So I did. I went outside and I just smashed it. Because in that moment, so much was released. So much hurt. It put me back in this control of that this has no power over me, it's just a mirror. It is something that can be destroyed. And the very thing that was destroying me for so long, I get to have a say in it now. And I'm not a superstitious person, so the many cracks in my mirror mean nothing. And I could not have had any more bad luck with a mirror than I already was having. So to do that was just more of a statement that I'm done. But it wasn't until August 19th where it was officially, yes, this needs to be over. I kept just asking myself, well, what do I have to lose from it? I never factored in the question, what do I have to gain? Because there was a lot. I acquired so much more than I sacrificed. And that's how I knew God was in it. And I gave up a lot. I was holding on to more of the disorder than I let on. There were still a lot of rituals. There was still a lot of thoughts, behaviors that I was clinging to. I didn't want anybody to know. I wanted to, I guess, just portray an image that I was a little further than where I was. Because I was just going to settle for that. That was just going to be good enough. But God told me that I cannot emerge in any way the same that I came in. And I just went after that. Day after day. Every morning, what can I sacrifice today? And at first, that petrified me. There was a lot I was not ready to let go of. There's a lot of attachment I still had to that disorder. But then probably about a week in, it got really exciting. Where I could not wait to wake up and see what am I going to let go of today. Whereas just more of an adventure to do things than an obligation. I started to just get excited about letting go of rituals, seeing what I could do next. What I once held so tightly, what I once used for my identity, what I once used to define my life, I could not wait to release. There was this transition where it was no longer about the comfort of my todays, about what I wanted now, but it was about the betterment of my tomorrows. What can I do so that I can live in a dream tomorrow? So that I can live in a fulfilled promise? I started thinking future. I always used to get so stuck in the past, or just trying to give myself some pleasure in the moment to release pain. But now all I can think about is what can I do? What will get me to where God has promised? What can I do to move forward? That was new. Because for the longest time, I didn't plan a future. For the longest time, I didn't want a future. I was just going to settle. But God wouldn't let me do that. God knew there was a lot of life to live. And that's the beautiful thing about this whole journey. These past 3 weeks in particular is that I just didn't have more time on my hands from not looking at myself. I had more life on my hands. And what was I going to do with it? I mean, if I'm been given that great gift of life, was I just going to waste it? Would I just go back to what was destroying me? No. I was going to choose to laugh, and laugh hard, and laugh as much as I can. And I was going to choose to cry, and cry hard, and as much as I can. And I was going to choose to find peace in any situation. No longer finding drama or picking battles to fight, or showing up for battles that did not need to be fought. I was going to choose calm, to let the chaos go in my head, in my life. I was going to choose to live each day to the fullest. Just saying yes, grabbing every opportunity, not holding back. I was going to choose to find my passion, what excites me, and go after it. To not waste time, to not wait on it to come to me. And I was going to choose to let in love. I have said that a lot more has happened in these past 3 weeks than just breaking that habit. The greatest has been the love that I let in. The love that I allowed myself to feel for myself and for other people that I didn't think was possible. God has gone above and beyond in this whole thing than he needed to. And I feel so privileged that he offered me this choice of saying yes. Saying yes to this challenge, saying yes to this journey, saying yes to this life. Because I look at it now and to think that I would have robbed this of myself. To think that I would have never let myself experience all of this. Gosh. I'm so thankful. You know, people ask me, once this is all over, Saturday morning, am I going to go wake up and run to the mirror, dying to see myself? No, I'm not. I see all that I need to right now. I don't need a mirror to show me who I am, to show me what my life is. That mirror only shows a reflection backwards of the outer me. It can never show what happened inside of me. So I'm going to let my heart do the seeing from now on. Because its vision has become pretty spectacular the past 3 weeks.